2 seconds. All right, we're live on TikTok. All right. Anyways, so like I was saying, I basic. Oh, you're muted.
Oh, I'm listening.
Oh, well, you could talk. It's just me and you, so.
Oh, I know. I'm just controlling it manually because I'm actually moving around and doing things, hence not the video.
Ah, I got you. But no, like I said, we're basically just going to be talking about like SCP versus 40K, like who would win in a fight. So the understandingly easy one to go for would probably be Korn versus the Scarlet King, which I actually posted a poll on that. All right, would you like to know who they thought would win?
I have several thoughts on the Scarlet King and several thoughts on Korn. So, yeah, definitely. I want to hear how that one came out.
It came out to 186 people voted. The Scarlet King, 82%. Now, there were people in the comments that were actually legitimately putting this into it. And they said that Korn is only a bi-dimensional being, meaning that he only has two beings, two dimensions that he goes through. Meaning that he's lower dimensional theory when it comes to like the Scarlet King, who is a multiple dimensionary being. He's gone through like hundreds of thousands of universes.
Yeah, but it's not an existing contest.
No, but what they're trying to say is that he's destroyed multiple universes, while Korn is still struggling with the one.
I think that is a difference in drive and a difference in the way they interface with what we would consider a real universe. Because I think that the two paradigms measure universes differently.
Hmm.
Um, for example, not much multiversal shenanigans going on in 40K. Even with, sharing those same gods with fantasy, and maybe a like nudge wink here and there of maybe someone caught a glimpse of someone from the other paradigm deep in Slanesh's garden or something about a silver knight. I'm a little rusty on my fantasy
No,
lore.
yeah.
Um yeah, but yeah, I so it gets slippery because SCP, the SCP paradigm, as it were, the entire noosphere that is SCP, um, multiverses, branching universes, parallel dimensions, all of that is just a thing. All of that is just understood to be. They understood that we're here saying this stuff and it's real to someone and it just actually happened to someone. So because we're talking about it. Um, so in that way, um, what is the access? Korn has access to their one universe. They have access to the 40K sphere, maybe the fantasy sphere, if you argue it's the same thing, but their drive is to perpetuate.
Yeah,
The blood can't flow if everyone's dead.
yeah.
Um, and for the Scarlet King just supposedly destroying things, um, they're having a heck of a time breaking through one little wall, bud. I'm just saying. And some of the other lore on the Scarlet King makes them not as scary an entity as everyone seems to believe.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
He got nerfed last. He really got nerfed last file update.
right. There is the speculation of there's another SCP that has the chains and the bombs and the the an O5 sleepless night is a tale from that. Um, and so that's a speculative link. It might be another creature, but everyone roundly thinks that's also the Scarlet King.
And
Um,
yeah,
so
and
it
I know the article that you're talking about, and the fact that it actually has a large, and I do mean to say this thing, it has a very large group mentality when it comes to things. It's
mm,
interesting. It's interesting in the sense that things are. It, it's interesting in the way that there can be multiple 001s, the same way that there can be multiple like versions of corn. Case in point, the fantasy, and then into this one. Now,
right.
now, if they were to go head to head, like if they were to go head to head, like they should, I would probably lean towards like this is like it's a convoluted fight because you have two supremely different creatures fighting each other. You have the Scarlet King, who is by no means a fucking pushover. I mean, we're talking about a guy who literally destroys planets like they're nothing. Like they're just insignificant worms to be destroyed. However, the barrier, like you said, it is kind of convoluted that to think the fact that this guy who's supposedly immortal, indestructible, and can destroy everything that pretty much comes into contact with him is getting stopped by a fucking barrier just made by one little god that was
Yeah, and
minute compared to him.
yeah, and I think that because first off, I'm coming down like on the side of corn here, like hard corn. It's not even like a fight to me. That might be controversial, but hey, views. I'm really coming down on the side of corn. Um, One, because it seems like the Scarlet King destroys universes just by virtue of showing up.
Yeah,
Like it's almost passive. You know, they are passing through. It's like us stepping on an anthill,
yeah,
and that's a level of power that's incomprehensible. Yes, we get that. In a way, we understand incomprehensible levels of power. Um, but Korn is willful. Korn has a goal. Korn is trying to do something. Korn is a fight. So some of the lore of I don't know, you might want to call it post nerf Scarlet King, is that and this is going beyond redaction here if no one's dug in,
oh yeah,
um
yeah,
that it really is just like the thing that holds the Scarlet King back is feeding them like the fear,
yeah,
but it doesn't actually have to be that bad, and hence like the sort of 110 Montauk thing that I won't spoil, if it can be even called a spoiler. But yeah, it's a different energy source, and so with that, what happens when the antithesis of fear, I mean, pretty much like shed the blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull
yeah, yeah,
throne,
yeah.
um like our poster child is Karn, um like what in the presence of that, it's entirely possible that like the Scarlet King just shrivels
Well,
and gets splatted like a bug.
yeah, and the Scarlet King isn't all powerful. He has been somewhat defeated. Like I said, with Mechanus, who the Broken God is, fucking spoiler, not really much of a spoiler because I mean, whoever doesn't fucking
Yeah,
know that, it hasn't dug into anything in SCP. But anyways, so Mechanus basically sealed the Scarlet King, but after fighting him, the thing is with that is if you were to put any of Korn's siblings, Slanesh, Nurgle, or Zeech, they could go toe to fucking toe with each other for eons. We're talking
oh yeah,
millenniums.
they literally are like that's what they're having fun with. That's
Yeah,
the great game.
yeah.
you
And
know
the thing with Korn is one of those interesting characters that just he he's one of those guys that if you're gonna fight somebody, you don't want it to be Korn. You would much prefer like Nurgle or Slanesh because Slanesh and Nurgle are probably the weakest of the four. Zeech and then Korn when it comes to actual like physical strength.
See, I would put like Horn is the second person you don't want to fight. The top person you don't want to fight is Sneech, I would argue, because they will cheat.
Yeah, point taken. Zeech is a
You know,
cheating
like
sack of shit. I will admit
yeah,
that.
it's a it's like Horn you can duel.
Korn will be honest with you.
Yeah,
Again,
like
it's that like mentality of yes, he is about murder, death, kill, 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 but he's also I will never lie, cheat in a fight. I will fight you head to head, one on one, fairly.
yeah, because like I think like I would think that the blood is more powerful that way. You know, blood that is earned.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. When it and yeah, like and this is like one of those. This is one of those fights where you know you're not gonna win no matter what you choose. And the only reason I put it up there was just to see, and it blew my mind when people were saying like the Scarlet King would win this. Like, you guys didn't even. It wasn't even a fucking close. It was 82% to fucking Corn losing, and I was just like, Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
I'm honest. I'm honestly shocked at that. I'm honestly shocked. Now, here's okay. Now here's the thing. Here is the concession I'm willing to grant because, like I said, I'm clearly Horn wins this fight and it's not even close. If you take Corn, if you take Corn as a being,
Oh God.
and then you pull that same concept. Let's make an SCP version of Corn that is this outsider, maybe this glued together pattern screamer sort of thing that gains a consciousness and becomes the avatar of like shed blood.
Yeah, FYI, Gears, yes. To anybody that's in chat right now, we'll talk. We'll get to your guys' comments after we're like done doing our little rants. Yeah, it's me and Night Coffee, basically just doing our little thing. Sorry if I forgot to put that fucking up, didn't I? Yeah, so it's me and Night Coffee for those that are just turning in. This is basically our little podcast we host every other Saturday, talking about random shit with 40k and SCPs and other little knickknacks like creepypastas and ghost stories and stuff like that.
And now here's a fun little back end fact. Here's a thing that you all have to know. If there is a you all indeed, I don't look at the chat. I don't look at the chat. Nothing is on my screen right now except this burning flame. Say my name. Sunshine through the rain. Oh, life.
Well, he basically, I can't see him right now, but me personally right now, I'm trying to get my cigar to fucking light because it's being a fucking bitch. There it goes.
I'm chugging on that.
Yeah.
I'm chugging on that brown.
I'm checking on that white. I got freaking lemonade and vodka. Pink lemonade and vodka. It's fucking good. But no, Gears actually had a question. He said, how would Blackwood fare in 40k? Oh boy.
Oh my.
That is actually a really good one. Fuck. Blackwood in 40k? Oh boy. He's immediately getting either Slanesh or Nurgle as his fucking as his chaos god. Immediately.
I submit that the best outcome for Blackwood, because I have a couple thoughts. I think my best outcome for Blackwood would be a Rogue Trader pilot.
Ooh, that's actually really good. Because he would make a lot of fucking money off of that. He would. He would make a lot of fucking money off of that shit.
Like, there are very few avenues for unconstrained adventure in the Imperium, and being a Rogue Trader is one of them.
Would you like to explain who Blackwood is for the people that don't know who Blackwood is? Because there's some people
Lord Black. Oh, our hero, Lord Blackwood. Lord Blackwood, has a storied life. Lord Blackwood has hunted and studied every creature and every science. I believe Lord Blackwood is British.
Yeah.
Correct?
Okay.
Do I
So
remember that correctly? Yes.
yeah,
Like yes,
it,
Lord is British and has had many experiences hunting the Tarasque in the hills of France alongside Roosevelt. I think Teddy Roosevelt was there, right?
yeah, Teddy Roosevelt and Clef as well.
And yes, Teddy Roosevelt and Alto Clef as well. And so has lived a long and storied life and still consults with the foundation and freely shares their stories, is good company, is an intelligent interlocutor, and can give you any tip on life you could ever want, and is a sea slug.
Yeah, he's a fucking slug.
He's a sea slug. He will not address this. He treats himself as a proper British gentleman in all ways. Um as and I would be compelled to also, bully. But still, Mans is a sea slug.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of that, one of my cosplay OCs actually has a fucking beef with him. He actually does. I remember because Gears fucking did a video, did a TikTok. Basically, me and Blackwood don't like each other to the point where I will physically break down doors to fight his ass. Yeah, he's a sea slug, but here's the thing: you locked me in a room. Yeah, I remember. I remember that TikTok. It was fucking funny.
See, now my brain, because my brain is also a smartass, in somehow a different smartass than me, wants to see the video where you like dive off screen, like, finally Blackwood, I've got you cornered, and you get thrown back off, just your ass whooped.
Oh yeah, just the hallway with the door open, and me just standing there going, "I got you now, you little shit." Walk in, all of a sudden, fuck! I just break into the down the hallway. That would be a good one.
How about you, ruffian?
How about you, ruffian? But no,
yeah, no, like Lord
goes
Blackwood
through three
Roosevelt of the
walls.
Foundation, and it's great.
Yeah, but Blackwood is one of those interesting characters. Like, I would think, he would probably have a bounty on his head by the Imperium if he ever did exist.
Maybe, like, and think of who else he could end up with the Tau. Think of that.
Fuck, if he ended up with the Tau, that would be bad. That would be
It would be bad for people who aren't the Tau.
No, it would just be bad. Like, the Tau were one of those interesting groups. Tau were just fucking weird. Like, they're the only good quote unquote group of like 40K.
Yeah, but yeah, there's speculation as to what that good takes. It's greater, trust us.
It's greater, quote unquote. Yeah. Let's moving on to back to the subject at hand. The next one that I asked was actually kind of interesting. I asked who would win in a fight. All right, squad of salamanders, big huggy boys that like to spew flames, or a squad of fire eaters, the MTF group.
Okay.
Now,
what was the answer here?
Take in consideration, I want to point this out. Salamander squads are usually around 3 to 5 of them, while squads of fire eaters are around 10 to 20. So it's roughly about a 2-to-1 ratio whenever they fight, being that the fire eaters salamanders.
Uh-huh.
Salamanders smoked them with an 80% victory.
Okay.
And the sad part is, I could see it. Like 2 out of 10 times, if they fought, they would probably win with the fire eaters. I could see that. I honestly could.
I mean, the salamanders would really have to have like some catastrophe.
They like 2 of their members are like the luckiest lucky shot from one of the fire eaters just wiles them out of existence.
Yeah, exactly. Like Like, it would take, like, the first shot from the first fire eater somehow killing the first salamander, the shot continuing to go through, rupturing their power pack, that power pack exploding, and
Yeah,
injuring a second one.
it would be like
And
the
then
most.
maybe.
Yeah, it'd be the most ridiculous fight. That one,
Yeah.
I'm just like, I could see it. This one, on the other hand, I was fucking shocked. I was shocked that they fucking said this. I did a squad of Mechanicus fighters versus a squad of MTF Samsara. Samsara won with a 90% out of 154 votes. I was like, that's kind of fucking that's weird. That's not fucking like
I can see it.
I can't. Like we're talking about the Mechanicus, like the Mechanicus squadrons, like the really really powerful Mechanicus fighters versus Samsara.
Yeah, but it was a single squad. It's not a tougher nut to crack than a deeply dug mechane cult.
Mm.
Like
Point taken.
Yeah, like so it's like no harder to crack than like the pipeworks of the factory. You know, Samsara literally does stuff that's tougher than that.
Yeah, point taken.
Like, okay, like now if you're saying versus like the Void Dragon, yeah, no, that
No,
gets,
no,
like,
no,
to a
fuck no.
different territory.
Like Samsara is gonna lose that fight, hands
Yeah,
fucking
but
down.
like, yeah, but when you put it together like that, when it's like just a squad of them, and then like here's Samsara, and then it's sort of like totally accurate battle simulator. Like, no, Samsara will absolutely take them down without their backup.
I would
if they have access to their backup, it's a different story.
All right, let's lay the groundwork here. Let's say a Mechanicus owned planet, Samsara invades, and they have to take control of said planet. Who's winning that fight then? Like, let's not say who's winning that fight. Who wins the fight, and how long does it take? Because I have a good idea of what I believe who would win, so, and I'll let you go first because I think I got an idea of who would win that.
Okay. Is Maria Jones with them?
Yes.
Did Maria Jones come with Samsara?
We will say Maria Jones is with Samsara, who, by the way, for those that are listening, is basically a badass of Samsara. We're just going to say that. She is a badass. This woman will kill people with her fucking mind if she could. All right? Well, we'll say yes for her. And I'll also throw this in. The Mechanicus have a set limit, we'll say around 60 or 70 hours worth of SDLs. Who's winning? Like, who wins the fight and how long does it take? Because
Samsara wins planetary control 9 months, 2 fatalities on the side of Samsara.
I was thinking more
planetary population reduced by 1/5.
I was thinking more than 1/5 for the population being destroyed, and
at least,
and a lot.
I'll say
longer.
at least.
At least, no, I'm saying more. I would say probably. I would say probably almost 3/4 of the population destroyed. Samsara comes out ahead with not severe casualties, but heavy casualties. And Mechanicus loses, but barely.
Yeah, that's why I asked if Maria Jones was with them. If she wasn't with them, I was going to give it like third of the planet dead, and it takes 1.5 years.
I would say it's probably going to take them like 6 or 7 years to do this.
Yeah.
Because
so, I think we're agreeing that they're starting an insurgency.
Yes, we're basically going off the lines that Samsara is basically going to infiltrate, figure out what the fuck's going on, then attack. Because they could probably get away with going to the Mechanicus looking at what they are.
It depends on how many, it depends on the nature of the planet. Like, if it's like super weird, full conversion, all servitor Borg planet, that's gonna be like really tough. If there is like still a like living human population, if there is hive scum on the planet,
Oh god.
Samsara's job gets a lot easier.
Yeah, it gets a lot fucking easier with planet scum. God damn.
Yeah, no, with my estimation, I was hoping for hive scum. You know, your estimation is more if it's like full conversion planet. Then I see like yours is like, ooh, they literally have to like get in and physically crack systems. You know, they can only hack hearts and minds. They can't win them.
Okay. Yeah, Charles just fucking Gears just said that oh, the regeneration system for Samsara used available. Fuck. Yeah, that's another issue. Because if that's available, fuck, then it's even going to be quicker. Because Samsara is just going to fucking go death by they're going to go death Kree of Core, Korg. They're going to go Death Core and just go straight in for just as much devastation. Yeah, war of attrition, just as much devastation as fucking humanly possible. They're not going to even attempt to be tactical. They're just going to run in and get and be in the meat grinder levels of just fuck you type shit.
I mean, this, but also what we're measuring requires that they fight. If Maria Jones had her way, there would be 0 fatalities, and everyone would work for who she wants them to work for, if they knew it or not.
Yeah, but at the same time, when does anything go according to fucking plan? For either the Foundation or the Mechanicus? When the fuck has anything gone plan?
It doesn't.
It
Like, looking
does.
for their whole hobby is looking for plans. I mean, come on. They literally can't make a plan.
All right, that was really. By the way, that was the last one. That was the last one I posted because I only wanted 3 because I figured I'd have a little bit more people here, but fuck it. Like, there are the most interesting mashup that I had in my head that I was gonna put down. Who would win, a beast of a great unclean one, or 682?
I think you just end up with a great unclean one as a containment agent.
Because that's the thing too. Like, it's weird. The Great Unclean Ones, basically, they always will have a new contagion, no matter what happens to them. They always...
Yeah, and they will have. Hold on a second. I'm starting to think this is actually a good idea for 682's morale.
682's morale?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, so 682 suspended into the acid bath for the, like, healing regeneration sort of thing. Like, yeah, like 682, like, has a bad attitude towards humans, but come on, a great unclean one, that's not human. That's like the culmination. It's like an avatar of the culmination of all human disease.
Yeah, but
and you know how Grandpa Nurgle thinks you're funny. Like, maybe 682 just gets to be a dog for a minute. Like, maybe that's nice.
But that's the thing, though. The Great Unclean Ones, they're literally just a bunch of puppies that just want to play, so they don't understand it, and they don't understand shit. So when, say, 682 goes ahead and fights that thing, he's gonna fucking end up having to fight it because it just wants to play with him, but he doesn't know that, so he's gonna take it as a threat. He's a fucking dumbass when it comes to personal feelings.
Yeah, and then he'll keep getting, like, fried and Ebola and skin eaten and boiled and pustuled away, and we're pretty much back to the acid situation, but he's doing it to himself, but maybe he's having fun.
Adapting. Oh, sorry, 682 adapting to the unclean. Clean is a nightmare. You would think that, but no. He won't be able to... That's the saddest fucking truth of the matter. He won't. He can't adapt fast enough. You have to understand, with the Great Unclean Ones, they get a new type of plague from Nurgle every second. It literally just... It will continuously evolve plagues so rapidly that 682 would have to keep up with it to the point where he would be exhausted.
And you do not want Nurgle treating a certain great unclean one trapped in that situation like their personal mixing deck at their cauldron, going,
Yeah.
"Oh, speed round, we can do this."
Yeah, like
Don't give Grandpa ideas.
the only people that would suck it, that would get fucked over in this fight, are those that aren't even in this fight. Like, we're talking about a great ugly one mixed with the most adaptable creature on this planet. Okay, fuck you. Every disease just went up a grade by 50%.
Yeah, exactly. Because what is the two words that keep chaos going? Challenge accepted. That's that's it.
That's always been it. And that's the thing
Yeah.
with, oh my god, orcs. Gears just said something about an orc fighting 682, and my fucking brain just went, that is a very dangerous proposition, my friend. That is a very dangerous proposition. Because if 682 is able to somehow emulate the orc's idea of mental control over the universe, oh god, oh jeez.
I really just want to yeet 682 onto the like orc and corn demon like desk toy planet, and just let them run, let them go nuts, go for it. You'll enjoy it here.
Yeah, like, oh god,
No, free range murder.
That's just like one of those things where it's just like, if we ever had the opportunity to send 682 anywhere, he's going to go to fucking Korn. He's getting shoved into that, into it, sent to Korn's universe, because Korn will never let him leave.
By the way, the containment procedures for 682 were all wrong, by the way. There are way better procedures. I figured them out. 1,000% better procedures.
What?
Okay, so check this out. It's going to take a minute. The turnover is going to take a minute. Okay, 682 adapts to whatever you put in front of them, right? You know, they adapt to conditions, right?
Yeah.
Pamper 682. Back rubs every day. Soft pillows. Preferred music. Bespoke Rolex. All of that. You give 682 the most luxurious lifestyle. You give them no need to do anything. Maybe they'll turn into like a little like lizard tribble. Maybe they'll turn into like something the size of an armadillo, because their defenses will have been disarmed. Like, maybe they'll adapt to people being nice.
Toothbrush and 420J versus 682 with an orc. Oh god. That is a shithead idea, dude. I'm just saying, that's a bad idea.
When has that stopped either paradigm?
Oh fuck. Yeah, shit. You know what would be an interesting fight though? A really, really interesting fight. And I'm being dead serious. Gate Guardian versus Emperor. Oh my god, that's actually a really good question. Would the Mechanicus think of computer as God or abomination? I just thought of something. Before we go into that, what would the Mechanicus do if they knew that the SCP god Mechanus lived?
Same things they did with the Void Dragon?
Worship it like it was a god? Yeah. Well, he technically is a god. That's the fucked up part. He would be worshipped like a god.
They'd call the Emperor to slap McCain and lock him in a basement.
Yeah.
Which is technically the Emperor achieving something the Foundation never could.
Oh, God. We never could contain them.
Slapping McCain and locking him in a basement.
Oh, God. We never could... Oh, by the way, back to the original topic. Yeah, so the Gate Guardian versus the Emperor.
Can the Emperor eat the Gate Guardian?
No.
Okay.
This is like a straight up mano-y-mano. His sword and Him versus the Emperor and his sword. Like, this is an interesting fight. Because the Gate Guardian ain't molecular destabilizing that motherfucker. Because in the 40k universe, there is stuff like that. And the Emperor's kids can tank that shit. I'm pretty sure he could tank it too.
Like, I'm pretty sure, like, pre-wounded Emperor, like, could probably snuff the Gate Guardian out.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Because, like,
pre-wounds, he's a fucking monster.
Yeah, but now Golden Throne Emperor.
Oh, fuck. That'd
I
be
literally don't know.
That'd be a challenge.
Like, I'm not sure. Because, you know, the Gate Guardian has one job. And so just focus entirely on that. You do not get to go in here.
This is a hypothetical, Gears. We're basically just saying, like, what would happen if this and this fought. This is hypothetical stuff. It doesn't matter what the tune is. It just is what it is. But, no, that'd be interesting because the Golden Throne Emperor is still pretty fucking strong. He's still considered, like, one of the top fucking 7 strongest creatures in that universe, even though he's basically a vegetable.
Yeah, and it's funny because, like, we're actually in a period of evolving lore. Like, holy crap, the story is moving. So we might we got Primarchs again walking around. So I don't know what's about.
The Emperor actually made contact with Guilliman.
Yeah,
like, this is like we're in precedented waters. So yeah, the Emperor is still alive and strong. But what the fuck is he doing? That's the question.
And there's a lot of speculation around the Emperor's motivations. But it's funny to have an earned name from Chaos, to be the Anathema. You know, like, you gotta count that for something.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta count that, like, the Emperor is at least on cosmic scale personally identified.
Yeah, he is still like he's still a god basically. He is he is considered almost the S tier psyker. So yeah, he's pretty fucking up there.
Yeah, like, it's funny because, like, if you look at the old lore, the Eldar used to, like, talk smack about the Emperor. You know, they called him a fledgling Farseer. Funny because lately
the Eldar
that was because, you know, the unreliability of the narrative. The Eldar were like, oh no, we actually knew he was something special. We just didn't want to, like,
acknowledge
set that off. But here we are. Eldari proud? No, never.
Eldari fucking being stupid and causing problems? Never. Fucking got something stuck in my fucking teeth and it's driving me goddamn nuts. Hold on. I know you could probably hear that freaking crackling over the mic, but it's... Motherfucker. It's like right there in the gap of my tooth, and it's pissing me the fuck off.
I have one tiny space between a couple of teeth, and sometimes I have to pull something out of there by force, and it sounds like kissy noises.
Like that? Yeah. Okay, there we go. The Queen's Virus versus the Heavy Metal Music Chaos Knights. Oh, God. The Gate Guardian is what about God? Because the Gate Guardian is just watching it for God. That's a good name. That's a good one. That's a good one. Because technically, yeah, that is true. The Gate Guardian is not technically a godly creature. It's just guarding the gate because God told him to.
Yeah, and that's also sort of the cosmic recognition level thing, but also, like, the Gate Guardian is specifically a servant. The Emperor is seen as on par in their paradigm. So, again, hard to tell.
Yeah, it's hard to fucking tell who would win that fight because it would be interesting. Can you look up SCP number for me? since you're right there. The Queen's
Sure, what's up?
virus. I can't remember. I don't remember that number either. The Queen's virus. I know what you're talking about, Gears. I know what you're talking about, which is the the fucking purple fucking. It's a weird fucking space marine, Chaos Knights and all that. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, dude. I know exactly what you're talking about. So yeah, if you well, gear well, coffee is looking for that. Uh, for
Yeah,
those.
I'm still looking. Give me just a second.
All right. Well, he's looking for that. I just want everybody to know that, like I said, we do these podcasts every other Saturday. The reason we do that is so that way we can take some breaks, and I can also ask the people what they would like us to talk about. Again, this podcast is nothing more than just me, coffee, and a couple others here and there talking about SCPs, 40k, weird stuff like creepypastas, ghost stories, and other little knickknacks here and there. So if you want to just swing by, say hi, or just want to swing in and just listen to the song and the smooth tone of my voice and the beautiful sounds of today, just stuff like that.
And if you want to also be introduced to slightly disturbing thoughts by someone who can't see the chat, such as Fabius Bile being a lot funnier if you just think of them as always talking like Dato, stick around.
Yeah, something like that.
Right, that's my headcanon, by the way. Fabius Bile, Dato, same guy.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, jackass. Yeah. Anyways,
I think I found 5509. Is that what we're looking for?
he just said it was Queen's virus. I don't know what it is. I haven't read any of the 5000s yet, besides like a handful. But, anyways,
yes, it is. Queens, New York, is where this particular Keter object was found.
okay. Can you give me the description?
See. Sure. SCP-5509 is a highly invasive species of artificially created. I'm trying to. Schistosome organisms? I don't know how to pronounce that. Proficient in the infection and multiplying within human hosts. Unlike non-anomalous schistosomes, SCP-5509 instances are capable of releasing fertilized eggs into freshwater sources. These eggs are capable of infecting hosts through consumption or exposure to mucous membranes. Once within a host, they will hatch before rapidly maturing.
Okay, I found the article. Oh, schistosomes. Yeah, you actually said it fucking right.
Yay, cool.
You actually said it right. Holy shit. Could the daughters of the Scarlet King take on some of the Primarchs? I'm pretty sure you meant to say some of the Primarchs. Oh god, the daughters are the Secret King, not them. Gears, you're gonna have to look up the thing. Like, we're trying, my buddy.
See, the problem with scaling things together as such, is a matter of like scale of influence. Most of the things in SCP can influence planetary or maybe galactic scale.
Yeah.
But only in like one paradigm, kind of. Like you can affect one Earth.
Yeah.
There you are.
I don't think any of the daughters of the Scarlet King could even take one of the Primarchs.
No. Like any of them would just be a white.
It would be, because you have to understand the weakest of, and I'm gonna say this, if somebody gets freaking angry with me, if somebody gets angry with me, they can kiss my ass. The weakest was Rumble Dorn. Was Dorn, and the only reason he wasn't the weakest. The weakest was Lehman. Lehman Rust was the weakest fucking person, one of the Primarchs. Because
Ooh.
he was. Because here's the thing. The reason that he made so many machines was probably because he couldn't fight for shit.
Wow. That's a bold take.
I say Lehman is the weakest of the Primarchs. Hands fucking down. Alfarius and Omegon are freaking better fighters than his ass. And they don't like to fight. Like, Omegon is probably one of the best when it comes to a spear. Same with Alfarius. Lehman is not good at fighting. He's good at building shit, but he's not good at fighting.
So here's a headcanon I have for 40k that is dumb and doesn't make sense, but it's still a headcanon. The two lost Primarchs are Alfarius and Omegon, and they were just put into the Alpha Legion with like mind wipe and their faces reconstructed as like a reorganization.
Oh my god, fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck
No one else has two
off.
fucking Primarchs.
Well, one of them is in the Black Cells. We know that for fucking sure. Because there's one called Subject 11. So.
Yeah. Yikes. I still wonder what they did.
Am I saying the wrong one? Lehman Rust, right?
That's the Space Wolves Primarch.
Oh, fuck. I am fucked up. I did fuck up. I said that wrong. Fuck. Wasn't Lehman Rust. Fuck. Thank you. Thank you, man. Not Manus? Manus of the Thousand Sons?
Ferrus Manus. Yeah, Iron Hands.
Oh, thank you, the Iron Hands. Oh my god, I am fucking stupid. Oh my fucking god. I apologize. I apologize to my fellow Norse loving fuckboys because I fucked up.
As I said, that was a bold take.
I fucked up on that one. I would say Lehman is the dumbest of the fucking Primarchs. I would legit say Lehman is probably the dumbest of the fucking Primarchs, but
Lehman Rust was a man of action.
He was not a man of talking or thinking or doing anything. I would say Magnus was probably the smartest out of all of them.
I would say Magnus was the most well-meaning. I would say he had the best intentions.
Yeah, he had the best intentions, but no. God, I'm a fucking idiot. Oh, the Iron Hands are the weakest. The Iron Hands Primarch is the weakest. He's not. Let me get this right. Let me say this correctly so nobody comes at me in the comments or in the backlash or anything else. The reason I say he's the weakest is because, like I said before, he made a lot of shit, but he didn't really fight on the field, front lines. He made amazing weaponry. He was an amazing fucking smith. Made amazing weapons. The problem with him was he was not a fighter. He could not go toe-to-toe with somebody. For fuck's sake, I'm going to say this because I'm pretty sure I'm saying this right. He was the one that Fulgrim basically became a bromance between the two, correct?
Yeah, they saw eye to eye on a lot, yeah.
Okay, yeah, they fought during the Chaos corruption. Perturabo? Fuck no, that man is the toughest son of a bitch. Like, holy shit. Perturabo is probably one of the toughest sons of bitches on the fucking planet.
Yeah, it took Nurgle to break Perturabo.
Like, he is not easy to fuck with.
Because you couldn't do it by force.
Like, you have to understand something. Perturabo is probably one of the toughest sons of bitches due to the fact that the Iron Warriors are just insane. These guys can break down anything. And back to what I was saying. The Iron Hands Primarch, he can make things. He's an amazing fight, but he cannot fight. He can make amazing stuff. Because him and Fulgrim fought each other. And I will say this. Yeah, yeah. He did get the fucking Perturabo, man. Like, we'll talk about Perturabo here in a second, but like I said, him and Iron Warrior, the Iron Hands, Primarch, and Fulgrim fought each other. I can't say his name for fuck's sake. But anyways, they basically are probably... They fought. Fulgrim is not the best with a sword. If I had to rank them, I'd say he's almost like mid to low tier on swordsmanship.
Yeah, among that crowd, yeah.
Yeah, but he still won against a fully decked out Iron Hand Primarch. Like, and this is after Fulgrim completely utterly wiped out like multiple Space Marine chapters. Like, he was on a rampage in the midst of fighting and then fought his brother and still won.
Yeah, why even like base Space Marines to a human are like these like gods astride, and then like a Primarch to a Space Marine is like these gods astride. It's a matter of scale.
Yeah, it is a matter of scale. But no, Perturabo did get the fucking short end of the stick. If I had to say anybody in the entire Warhammer like Primarchs, the entire Primarchery, Perturabo got the fucking shortest end of the fucking stick, and I feel more sorry for him than Magnus. Like,
I personally am of the opinion that Lorgar got done the most dirty.
Logar? Fuck no. Logar deserved what he got.
No, Lorgar got done dirty.
Whatever. Logar
did nothing wrong.
Kiss my ass with that shit. Logar is the reason Horus fucking became a traitor.
Lorgar is being plagiarized by the Sisters of Battle to this day. I'm
sorry.
Well, hello.
Oh, hello.
I have to step in for a moment. Lorgar did everything wrong.
A wild serpent has appeared.
I was watching. Lorgar did everything wrong. Don't you lie to me.
Anyways, if the Emperor didn't use the Iron Hands as cannon fodder, yeah, that's another thing too with the Iron Hands. They got like, you talk about short end of the stick. The Iron Hands got the fucking shortest end of the fucking stick. Like during the Horus Heresy, because the Emperor was literally using the Iron Hands since they were the biggest legion as fucking cannon fodder. Like, they're not built for straight up fucking mano-a-mano combat or siege combat or even war defense combat.
They're built for building. They are the builders.
They, like, if you put the Imperial Fist with them, they were fucking unstoppable. There was multiple sieges on multiple Terran planets that were unfucking able to happen because they were working together. Like, they were unstoppable. Then
I have built you to purpose, sons of my sons. Now go do something else.
Like, nah, the Emperor was a piece of shit.
Hey, Dad, what's our purpose? To build things. Okay. Hey, sons. Yes, Dad? Do you need us to build something? No. Go fist fight that person over there.
Pretty fucking much. Like, you're talking about how, oh god, like if you were actually any fucking smart, you would have sent Logar and his fucking group into the front lines without a hesitation of a fucking thought.
Exactly. I'm telling you.
Oh, I said Logar, didn't I? Fuck, I didn't mean Logar. I mean Lehman. Fuck.
Most of the things that happened in 40k wouldn't have happened if the Emperor was just a tad bit smarter.
Or a tad bit fucking kinder to his kids.
Yes.
Like, I make the joke. I make the fucking joke every goddamn fucking time somebody tells me, oh, the Emperor did all he could. No. The joke is, the Emperor couldn't have fucking done any worse because he already did it.
There is no worse that can be done. Look at his kids, man.
Let's look at his kids. Okay. let's go. I'm going to go down the roster, and I'll tell you how the
The only
Emperor,
one the only one
has
I can
fucked them all up.
is kind of okay. Is Roboute Gilliman, and even then,
Not even Robe Gilliman. Gilliman, no. Gilliman got fucked even worse. Hold on. I will tell you this right now. The Primarchs, all fucking 20 of them, not 18, 20 of them got fucked over because of the Emperor. And this is how, all right? I'm going to...
I've come
go ahead.
I've come up with a new hypothesis as to what the two missing Primarchs did.
what did they do?
One another.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay, let's go over this. The Lion. The Emperor basically used him as a punching bag for his entire fucking life. And he thought, oh, well, he was just trying to make me stronger. It made him intolerable, a fucking bastard. Yeah, if they had Perturabo on Terra during the Heresy, the Heresy would be crushed easily. Like, not even a fucking joke of a thought. The Heresy would just not exist.
Roberts not been on Terra. He should have always been on Terra.
Yeah, Perturabo should have been the leading person on Terra for defense. But anyways, the Lion, what happened to him? Well, he became a narcissistic asshole who believed that everything needs to be pure. He's a fucking dick. Any thought or imagination of a fucking psyker or, diversity or actually, progressive thinking, he basically says you're a heretic or you're a piece of shit and kills you. He doesn't even think about it. Fulgrim was a fucking slut because his dad, because he didn't have his father telling him he shouldn't be doing this shit. The Fulgrim is literally the only reason I feel sorry for Fulgrim is because his dad, the Emperor, was a complete and total narcissist himself. And so Fulgrim thought, oh, that's how you're supposed to be. And completely, utterly just hoard himself out to everybody. Like, fuck you. He hated the Lion because the most like the Emperor himself. Yes, he was basically, yeah, that's another thing. The Lion was basically a prototype Primarch. He was the first Primarch, but he was also the prototype Primarch. But after he became sentient to his own means, he basically just said, fuck you, and became a copy of the Emperor himself.
Yeah. You right?
Fulgrim, again, he's just a complete and total fucking, like, he's a whore. He literally whores himself out to everything and everybody. Like, there's a running fucking joke that Fulgrim has fucked every type of living creature in the universe. That's not a joke. That is actually true.
He's probably stuck something in a toaster. I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah,
I was going to say the living ones. I don't think
the living ones, yeah. All right, Perturabo. What had happened to Perturabo? He was neglected. He was literally neglected so much that he actually didn't know how to act around people. He literally was that awkward kid that didn't know how to see social cues, to the point where it took him becoming a agent of chaos to fucking understand my father was a bastard and I should actually have followed my own path. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, god damn. And we're not even gonna get into the White Scars. We're not. They're just a bunch of fucking mongrels. They are. They kill, pillage, rape. They do whatever the fuck they want whilst in war.
Now my question is, which Primarch did he fuck over the least? The least. In your opinion?
Gilliman.
And let me just put this in perspective real quick. He fucked over Gilliman the least, yet Gilliman is stuck in a fucking suit for the rest of his life. I want to point out, that's the best case scenario for being a Primarch, being the Emperor's child. You're stuck in a fucking and unable to take it off, or else you will die.
Yep. Sounds about right.
That's the best case scenario. The worst person he's fucked over, I would have to say... I'm not disagreeing. Khan is probably the most sane person. Like, Khan is the most sane person out of all of them, but he's sane to the degree of a mongrel horde monster. He's a walking fucking war crime.
And he knows it, and he's proud of it.
Yeah, he's proud of being a fucking war crime.
He's like, oh, you call me a war crime? Oh, that's a cool title. I'll take that.
Pretty much. Coffee, am I saying anything that's wrong right now?
It's not a war crime. There has to be someone left to levy charges for it to be a crime.
Okay.
Okay, you're right.
Geneva suggestions.
The Geneva suggestions.
Kill everything.
I'll be back on the mic.
Kill everything.
I'll be back on the mic momentarily.
Alrighty.
Like it's like when we talk about how bad of a father he is, the worst one out of all of the Primarchs he has fucked over. A lot of people would say it's Logar because of him bombing his Jerusalem. No, the worst thing that he has ever fucking done was what he did to Angron. Hands fucking down.
Yep.
Hands fucking down. Angron was the one who took the
Angron got done dirty.
biggest fuck you out of all of the 20 of them.
Free my boy Angron. He did no wrong.
He didn't. Angron got fucked over hard, and I mean
He was
hard.
a good friend. Angron was a good friend.
No, he really did. How Angron became Angron? He literally got. He was an arena fighter. Basically, he was an arena fighter. Some things.
Remember, every time he lost, he got butcher's nails put in him.
Yeah, the butcher's nails, which are just fuck you to the guy who created those. So, long story short, after a while, the butcher's nails basically became his personality. He became a psycho because it was the only way to actually numb the pain of being hurt by the butcher's nails. The worst thing about it is, Angron actually had a chance to get rid of them. He did. He actually would have gotten rid of them if his rebellion on the planet that he was on would have happened. But lo and fucking behold, the Emperor shows up, protects Angron, quote unquote, and takes him away as all of Angron's men, the women, the children that rose up against the oppressors on Angron's planet got fucking obliterated. When I say obliterated, that hidden Primarchs are in the depths, that means to destroy everything. Yeah, I could see that, but the thing is with Angron, like I said, Angron basically, if he would have taken over that planet, he could have got the butcher's nails removed. They would have been able to remove them because the technology was on that planet to remove them. Problem is, after the Emperor took him off of it, he basically glassed the planet, and it killed everybody, including the people who could get it out. You know why the Emperor did that?
No, okay, why did he do it?
Because he wanted a fucking attack dog.
He got what he wanted.
Oh, he got what he wanted. Angron is considered...
Oh, he always does.
He always does. He always does. Like, Angron got the worst out of everything when it came to it. He got fucked.
It's like there are some Primarchs where I'm like, I wonder, like, what they would have been if they hadn't been in the Space Launch Deadbeat program. Like, I felt like Angron is the prime example because, like, well, you don't have crazy nails in your head that makes you kill people. Maybe you could have been, like, a quality person. Nope. It's like, maybe if you didn't have to, like, crawl through a, like, dark, beast-filled cave planet, you'd be okay. No. Okay. Oh, you grew up in a chaos cult. Oh, okay, I guess you're fine. I think there's just some growth influences that could have not been there. Yeah. That would have been a lot better for everyone if you actually wanted to make the galaxy a better place.
Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake. And before anybody fucking in the comment section after watching this later says, well, Sanguinius turned out okay. Sanguinius was suicidal.
Sanguinius is dead.
No, before he died, Sanguinius was suicidal because the Emperor fucking was an asshole and told him his future. Like,
Yeah.
he said, "Oh, I had a vision and I saw that you died to save me." Why would you fucking tell your son that?
Because that means he'll just keep trying to die, so it can be over and done with.
Like, you basically told your son you're going to die. I don't know when, I don't know why, but you're just going to die.
And it's going to be to protect me.
Why the fuck would you tell him that? Why in the fuck would you give a person who, by the way, Sanguinius was on a whore planet. I want to point that out. Sanguinius, if I remember correctly, was basically it was either Sanguinius or Fulgrim. I'm pretty sure it was Sanguinius, but he was basically left on a pleasure planet. Basically what is equivalent to a large scale brothel. I'm pretty sure. I might have that fucked up.
Planet-wide brothel.
Am I?
It's one of those planets that shows up like twice a season on Star Trek.
You.
It's the season. Hold on.
I'm not gonna hate on you for that, but goddamn you.
What planets did Sanguinius of 40K live on? Oh no, he was the okay, fuck it. No, Sanguinius was with the Chaos Cult. No, Fulgrim was the one that was on the whore planet.
Makes more sense.
Basically, yeah, no. Oh god, I just realized. Yeah, no, Sanguinius basically got fucked over hard too, because the planet that he was sent to, he was. Now I remember, and that was bad. Sanguinius basically. Oh god.
Extra suicidal.
No, yeah. You have to understand something. Sanguinius, before he was actually saved by the Emperor, was going to be sacrificed. Like, he grew up. He grew up being told he was going to die for the cultists. Like,
and then his father came, saved him, and said, "Oh, by the way, you're going to die for me. Not them. You're going to die for me."
yeah,
So either way, you're going to die.
yeah. Like I said, the Emperor is a piece of shit. Like, anybody that says you gotta say the Emperor was a good kid, a good parent, or shoot yourself in the head, I'm shooting my fucking self in the head. Vulcan.
he was
Oh my fucking god, Vulcan.
Oh, Vulcan. Oh, poor Vulcan.
Oh my Vulcan, you huggy boy. Yeah, Vulcan I would say is the most stable out of all of them.
And that's not saying a lot.
That's not saying a lot, yeah. Like, Vulcan's probably the most sane, like, stable person out of all of them, due to the fact that...
And even then, you could make an argument that he's not.
You could make an argument he's not. That's the sad part, too. What do you think,
You
Coffee?
could make an argument, look who his dad is, and I'd be like, yeah, fair enough.
Coffee, you got any ideas on Vulcan?
I mean, it's surprising that one of them came out humane at all.
I
Yeah,
agree.
that actually surprised me. Like, wait, you actually somewhat care about civilians?
Vulcan is probably one of the nicest out of all of them, but the problem is he's also one of the most sadistic out of them.
Yeah, it's like the truth. Would you like to be kind and sadistic, or sadistic and unfeeling?
Yeah, that's, dude. You're basically. That's another question I want to point out. Since we're doing a little bit of a versus, who do you think, if it was a battle royale, who out of the 18 known Primarchs would come on top as the victor?
I don't know. I think either Angron or Perturabo.
Really?
Yeah.
What about you, Coffee?
I think that Alfarius and Omegon would come out on top.
This, by the way, this is a straight up fight. There is no like, my conscience gets sent to somebody else, because I know about that. Pre-chaos.
Oh no, I'm not talking about that.
Okay.
I'm meaning that they're just sneaky enough that they're going to fade off into the background and let as many people rumble down as possible. And by the time they jump into the fight, they're going to be fresh as daisies. They're going to be too
Okay,
busted up
I'm gonna
motherfuckers.
add something to this, because somebody added to this. Pre-chaos, no legion, and then post-chaos.
Pre-chaos.
Post-chaos, no legions.
All right.
Like, pre-chaos,
Pre-chaos, I am not saying Angron or Perturabo any day, no.
Pre-chaos, I'm gonna fucking say probably. It's a toss-up. It's a toss-up between Lion and.
Yeah, Lion or...
It's a three-way tie for me. It's a three-way tie. It's Lion, Lion, Lehman, and Vulcan.
I'd give it to Russ.
You'd give it to Russ?
Pre-chaos, I'd give it to Russ.
Yeah, Russ is probably. Oh, that would
Russ
be.
is a good pull.
Russ is the Viking. He is the crazy battle nut. He's battle. I will say this for Lehman. He is IQ wise for battle is fucking insane. His battle IQ makes every one of the other Primarch.
is so fucking smart when it comes to that.
You know, that's why I'm saying if this is eye to eye, toe to toe, yeah, I'll give it to Russ.
Yeah, Russ is probably going to be the one taking the victory on this one. Even with Omegon and Alfiria. Yeah, if he can control his impulses, that's the next bad thing without that. It would be Russ still, even without his impulses. Because you have to understand something. If he goes berserk, oh, that's even fucking worse. Because the swordsman's like Sanguinius and Lion aren't going to be able to fucking tell how he's attacking. And fucking Horus is not even going to be able to figure out how to fight him. Vulcan, he may be the biggest. I would say it would come down to, like the three I said, it'd come down to Lion, Vulcan, and Lehman, with Lehman just winning. He just wins this fight. I would say.
I'd say give the fewest fucks about form. He will hit you with a chair. He doesn't give a damn.
He will hit you in the face with a chair.
He will DDT you. He just
exactly.
He just does
if that. That is what
care.
works. He will do it.
He will hit you with a stone cold stunner.
All right. Post chaos, no Legion.
Post chaos, I might be saying Angron or Fulgrim.
I'm probably gonna get some people thinking I'm nuts when I say this, but post chaos, I'm probably gonna have to give it to the Plague Marine Primarch on this one.
Ooh yeah.
Ooh ouch. I'm gonna agree with Angron.
I don't think Angron would win against him. Murderous is it Murderous or Murderous? How the fuck do you pronounce his goddamn name?
How is his name pronounced? God damn it!
Plague Marine Primarch name pronunciation. God damn it. God damn it. Piece of shit. Plague Marine. Why does he keep saying Play Marine?
A Play Marine. Ooh. No.
Play Marine Pro.
Like, I mean, if it becomes the browser history podcast, that's fine too.
Yeah, Mortarian. Mortarius. Okay. Mortaris. I'd say he would win just because of the fact that he actually can use plagues to either slow them down or get them weak enough that he can actually kill them.
Like, yeah, I can see where you're going with.
Like, with Angron, yeah, Angron and Lehman, I could see, like, being the toughest sons of bitches in this fight. But when it gets down to, like, the last bit of fucking strength you can actually do, but he can barely beat Khan after. Oh, fuck, I forgot about that. Mortaris and fucking Khan actually fought after Chaos, and he fucking lost. He almost fucking lost. Hello, Chairman. Hello, Chairman. Welcome to the shit show.
Yeah, welcome.
Things had strayed too far into 40k territory. The balance must be struck.
Yes, the
Yes,
balance
the
must be
balance.
struck. We must go back. But anyways, but no. After said and done, yeah, fuck, I think he would win, but barely. It would be him or Comrade Kurz, just because he's a sadistic son of a bitch.
They're all sadistic son of a bitches. He just made a brand out of it.
Oh yeah, he made him brand out of it. Fuck. But anyways, so since we have two newcomers into this little cast of ours, hello 051.
Greetings.
So, Serpent, I know you've been watching the podcast, but I don't think he's been watching it. So, would you like, Chairman, would you like to hear the idea between who would win in a fight, the Scarlet King or Korn? And what my subscribers on YouTube actually said, who would win?
Scarlet King and who?
Korn, the Chaos God.
That's a hard one.
Guess what my followers thought?
Corn.
No, Scarlet King with 82%.
E2? Like, I get it. His very existence in our reality would destroy it. But, like, you're talking about the embodiment of violence and strife. Like,
We came to the conclusion that it would be an interesting fight, but it's one of those, no matter what you choose, you're probably going to lose the argument.
I feel like yes.
All right.
Scarlet King would eventually. It wouldn't be that high difference. Like Scarlet King would be taking some hits,
Yeah.
like serious hits.
All right.
He would come out up top because it's the Scarlet fucking King in the end of the reality scenario.
Yeah.
But no, Korn's gonna slap him around for a few minutes.
I could see it. The next fight was a squad of salamanders or a squad of fire eaters.
Squad of salamanders.
Yeah, 80% on that one.
Yeah.
Which
That
we were like,
that discussion was very short.
yeah, that was a short ass talk. Even though that the squad is 2-1 on the fire eater side,
Crash for a second.
me and Coffee basically said though I could see them winning 2 out of 10 fights.
Yeah.
With some very good luck or some very bad luck, depending on where you put it.
Yeah.
Depending on who you ask.
The next fight, which I was actually me and him were both kind of fucking shocked at this. A squad of Mechanicus or NTF Samsara squad.
Samsara. Actually, no. Mechanic. Ooh, that's hard.
Apparently,
Actually, no. I think Samsara, like Tau 5.
I'm here. I regret to inform you. Samsara won by a whopping 90%.
I can imagine why. I mean, like, yeah, the Mechanicus are efficient and capable. It's Samsara.
Yeah.
It's like one of the most dangerous MTF. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I just woke up.
No, you're fine, dude.
Yeah, you're alright.
Ooh.
I gave a with and without Maria Jones measurement.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
we went into detail on this one because this was an interesting concept, and we basically Gears. You want to say what you said for yours? Which we put it out to. Basically, there's a world that's controlled by the Mechanicus. How long would it take Samsara to fight and can take control of that planet, or if they would?
Hey. What's up?
The idea was basically that, and I believe Coffee said it would take about a year, even with Marie, which was interesting.
I feel like that would be very. Well, like if there was the SCP Foundation versus the Imperium, the Imperium would win.
You're one of them?
Look, it's not about power. It's not about who has the bigger guns. This is a war of attrition. Think about it. The Imperium has trillions of human beings to throw at the Foundation.
I mean,
We would be over.
true.
After a while, we would just be overwhelmed. It doesn't matter how much we can blow them out of the sky. The amount of people they could throw at us would eventually overwhelm any defenses that the SCP Foundation has.
True.
We could literally just send somebody by and blow up Earth.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, that's
Like literally. Tell me, just tell me this: how many of, okay, what percent of SCPs are on Earth?
We'll say all of them. We'll say all of them.
Okay, we blow up the planet.
And there's still got more.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. There's a scaling problem between the two. Like, there's a lot more now. The SCP Foundation has a lot more scaling laterally because supposedly there's like however many timelines. You know, like we're all watching Loki. It's great. But
I'll be right back.
And any given iteration of the Foundation could just get wiped.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like, although I would like to see the Imperium versus the Space Shrimp.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Because yeah, if you decide to peaceably cross over the paradigms, weird stuff starts to happen, like Tyranid Space Shrimp.
Tyranid speech.
Tell a
yeah.
cow.
Yeah.
I want a cow.
Like, can you imagine playing the Song of Genesis and just orcs?
Okay.
The Song of Genesis orcs? Oh god, no.
Song of Genesis and orcs.
Oh my fucking god, no.
No.
No. I do
Don't get
not
there.
want that scary of a fucking thought.
We keep them in the box.
I
Keep them in
come
the
back
box.
from taking a piss and I hear that?
Yes. This is what
Fuck.
O5 says in his free time.
Oh, speaking of which, since Coffee's here, Chairman, you want to tell him the idea that you had? Or do you want to keep that on the DL for right now?
No, please tell me. I am intrigued.
You know the idea for the O5 Council?
Oh yes, me and Artie were talking about having somebody come in as 7, and he has a very interesting, well thought out character.
Ooh.
Motherfucker. I'm a fucking idiot.
How are you an idiot?
Well,
You heard it
Same
here
thing.
first.
You see that right there, don't you? The one I'm pointing at for
Yeah.
those that are wondering what's going on.
Yes, I
have
see
video. We have video up for us, but that is a fucking trench coat of red and black design,
that. You're kidding me.
and it matches. It's not. It's bright-ish red enough that I'm pretty sure it would work. For those wondering, we were fucking arguing for the longest about what I should wear, like a suit jacket or a trench jacket. There's a fucking red and black trench jacket right fucking there I could have used for an example.
God, Artie, you're amazing, buddy. You're great. But God, are you stupid?
I never said I never said I had 100 IQ.
Or eyes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, he's
let me-
wearing he's wearing glasses, therefore his eyesight isn't that great.
oh god, no, dude! I have a stigmatism of a fucking 80-year-old woman.
I keep it in a jar in the bathroom.
Yeah, dude. No joke. They're about. I think they're about like a half, almost a quarter-inch thick glasses.
Jesus.
Like they're thick fucking glasses. I have a bad stigmatism.
I am glad I don't need glasses.
Be glad. But no, I actually, when we're done with this little, when we're done with the podcast, I'll put on the stuff, and you can tell me if it looks good or not. But
Alright.
also, my holster, my vest holster
you showed
finally
me
came
that.
in. My vest holster came in, which, oh my god, it's fucking perfect. Which, by the way, I'm using that vest holster for my EDC as well. So it needs to look good, and it looks good. So
Alright. Should we get back on track?
well, I'm pretty sure we've gone through a good amount of the whole thing. We could just sit here and just bullshit if we wanted to.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because we do still have to do sort of like the examination of scaling between the two. Because good gravy, like there's just like so many other bits of 40K, not only the Imperium, because maybe we should take it sort of bit by bit, like the Necrons.
I
What
would-
happens? What happens when the Foundation is like ended up on some weird moon and they find this weird tomb and it starts glowing green? What are they going to do then?
I would put Necrons probably. I would put Necrons strength wise right there with probably Samsara. Like it's an army of
Sure.
Samsaras, basically.
I'm pretty sure Trazen and 051 would come to some sort of agreement.
Trazen and this SCP Foundation would be best friends. Like,
Trazen pissed the O5 off so much he'd be stealing their shit constantly.
we wouldn't fucking care. Take all of the SCPs.
No. Yeah, no. We would be like, just like, oh, we have another one off our hands.
No, you would be bragging to him. Yeah, we have all this amazing, one of a kind stuff. One of a kind, you say? Yes, one
Take
of a
a-
kind.
hey,
There are no
hey.
more.
Hey, do you want an
Would you
impossible? Would you like an unstoppable, unkillable crocodile?
How many in the world are there?
One.
Only one.
Look, Trey, can I call you Trey? Look, how about you just take all of these and we'll find a bunch more. You just swing by. Everyone, you just swing by.
Every 3 years.
Just every now and then, like every couple of years, you swing by and we'll hand you off a bunch of one of a kind, unique creatures. How about that?
I'm pretty sure Trazen would fucking be loving the Foundation because it's basically
But imagine,
it's super.
imagine someone. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Just go ahead.
Imagine someone showing him the insult box.
Oh, he'd love it. He'd love it. He could just
Oh, no,
give it to his enemies.
I have a question.
Hmm.
What would happen if 079 got his hand on got his tech on a Necron?
Oh fuck.
Die.
Oh, boy.
Something is not that
Like,
advanced yet.
like-
Necron
like, no-
technology, millions of years
The-
advanced.
but
is more
I know where he's coming from. I know where you're coming from, Separate. You have to understand, Necrons are basically just basic robotics that follow one
Yeah, they have
specific
basic
order.
robotics.
They don't really have a mind of their own, except for like a slim few that actually have brains.
like Trazen,
I'm
right?
talking about like those higher up ones like Trazen. Like, for example, this is me saying far flung. What if he got his hands on the Silent King?
Ooh, that'd be interesting. Because the Silent King is one of the few Necrons that actually has a really, really fucking deep mind of his own. He actually cause the entire Kraton fucking dynasty to go fuck you and disappear.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. How much damage could he cause?
Not as much as you think, but probably a good amount.
Yeah.
I would think that like the Silent King would just sort of grab the consciousness like a lightning bug in a jar and be like, "You could be better. You work for me now."
Just come on, you could do so much better. Come with me.
Yeah, it's like, "I'm gonna take you over." Oh, you poor thing. No, you're not. But I like your spunk.
Yeah,
I like your enthusiasm. Come work with me. We'll make something of you yet.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. We'll make something out of you. I'll make a man out of you. Oh man, I would think the worst thing we would, if the Foundation was in the Warhammer universe, which I'm still to this day in headcanon thinking that it did exist, but it ceased to exist after a while.
As I keep saying, 05-1 is secretly Biggie, and he's not telling us. I'll keep calling you out until you admit it, big man.
But no, like if SCPs actually found anything, the orcs themselves would be considered a termination order. Like,
Yes.
you can't control them, you can't reason with them. You're either going to contain some spores of them in cryo, or fucking immediately deal with a horde of them. Like,
Like if there was even a single spore in a town, yeah, that town's being wiped off the map.
like it's the flood from Halo mindset.
The flood mixed with the orcs. Oh no.
Fucking no.
No, because I think the Du Bois would give the Grave Mind
A
a
headache.
headache.
Yeah. Like, the thought processes of the orcs is so powerful because it's so stupid.
It either kills or takes over the grave mine, and the grave mine becomes the big boy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Powerful anymore. You just have one big idiot boy now.
Yeah, by the way, I know this is a little off topic, but since we're talking about, like, pulp fiction and, like, cult classics and stuff like that, has anybody actually read the Jurassic Park books?
I did ages ago, but I barely remember anything from them.
I started reading them. Oh, go ahead.
No, I heard they were good.
I started reading them again. They are fucking grim.
That I do remember. They were grim as
they
hell.
are fucking grim. There was one scene in particular there was one page in particular. It was fucking just messed up to the point where somebody made artwork of it. It was a bunch of compies that it was basically the second movie. One of the scenes got cut. It was compies in a nursery, and yeah, it was.
Yeah. Oh no.
That's rough. That's rough.
That's just, and it showed like bloody. It showed like, and it went into detail like it was bloody viscue over the crib and everything. Just fucking Christ, you bastards are sick. Like, I'm gonna look up that picture, but like
This is why. If humanity ever has the chance to bring back dinosaurs, do not.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, no, look, we have chickens. That's enough.
Yeah, we have chickens, but that is enough. And chickens are pretty tasty. Am I curious what a T-Rex would taste like? Yes, but I don't want to find out.
That means there's a T-Rex around. And,
Yeah.
and that means that there are enough T-Rexes around that someone doesn't mind if you kill one. And that means you have to kill one.
Exactly
My
my
God.
point.
Holy shit! I just found the best thing. If there's a movie about Elon Musk, I want him to be played by Kathy Bates. Look at a picture that can. Oh, no, I'm just gonna send this in the chat. Never. Hold on.
Which one? Which chat are you sending this to?
I'm sending this to the main chat.
Like general?
No, the chat, the voice chat.
Oh, okay. Oh my god!
That's mad.
They look so
Oh
similar.
my god. The resemblance, it's uncanny.
Okay, by the way, just to bring it back, this is the picture I was talking about. Like, this is the scene in the book where the compies get into the nursery. This is the description of it.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before.
Oh, that's fun.
That's fucking dark. For those that don't know, it's just a picture of two compies over a crib chawing down on a fucking baby. Like, it is. Oh my god! Jurassic Park is dark. Case in point, the raptors are fucking smart as shit. And FYI, one of the kids didn't make it.
Alright,
Clever
yeah.
girl.
Yeah, the girl didn't make it. She got ripped to shreds as her brother escaped.
I forgot about that. Fuck.
Like, it is nasty.
Oh yeah, that the movies back in the '90s could never.
No, they
When
couldn't.
it got too dark, no, we can't do that. These days, though, we're so hungry for content and things of substance. I would gladly pay $15 to go and see the most terrifying forms of dinosaurs imaginable.
Yeah, if Jurassic Park didn't get made in the 90s and got made nowadays, dude, that scene would be in it, and it wouldn't be an action or a thriller. It would just be a horror fucking movie.
Yeah,
It would be horror because, dude, yeah, R-rated. It would be fucking gnarly. Some of those scenes, the third book alone, the fucking Spino, is more sadistic than you think. It literally, you know, the one scene where the guy's calling out to people while the raptors are circling around him.
Yeah.
The original scripture of the scene was the Spino injured the guy by biting off his legs and leaving him there to suffer a worse fate.
Fuck.
Like, it is, like, the guy who made the books, I give you complete fucking props. You have made a masterpiece of a book.
But Jesus!
But Jesus fucking Christ, it is more sadistic than anything I've ever fucking read. The only thing that was worse than that would be maybe Black Minded Soul. But that book alone, literally on the front of the fucking book, I don't think they make it anymore. If you're able to find it, find it. If not, because it got recalled because it was so fucked up. I think I have still a book around here somewhere of it. The literal front of the page says, warning. On the bottom, like, part of it, it says, warning. This book has very disturbing and cynical lines of text. Please read with caution. I couldn't read the fucking third chapter. After the third chapter, I stopped reading it because it got to the point where I was scared I was going to be changed after reading it. It was pretty fucking disturbing stuff. There's stuff like child essaying, other things like that. It's just like,
holy shit.
Yeah, it is messed up. Like, it's basically a book about how the Philippine Wars were done. Like the revolutionary in the Philippines. It was basically not a documentary or a biography or anything like that. It was just depicting why this stuff happened, and it was just so fucked up. It was so messed up. Like, when you think of horror, that book I call it.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine, but unfortunately, the internet has greatly desensitized me to like a good majority of things.
Are you kidding me, dude?
Like-
Me and you probably grew up. Me, you, and Coffee probably grew up watching Live Link.
I remember when Live Leak was new.
Yeah, so do I. Ugh.
And to me, from where I sat, for my age on the internet, now earlier I saw a meme that said, "You're a prehistoric gamer if you played the original Last of Us." That makes me Quark Gluon Plasma approximately. Yeah, Live Leak to me when it came around was a compilation. Oh, it's all in one place now. That's nice.
Oh god, yeah.
Back when there was no dark web, there was just web.
The web.
There
There
just
was
the
just
web.
the web.
Yeah, Serpent, you weren't even alive back then.
Yeah, I wasn't alive during the.
This period of the
issue.
the
Yeah.
internet was there. There is no dark web. There is no deep web. It's just the web, and it is.
My grandfather grew up as that was all happening, and he was like, you know what? If I have to suffer through it with it, so do my kids and my grandkids. So he showed me all of it. So
Yeah, no, this like Live Leak back in the day. You could watch people getting executed, people
Yeah,
getting
executed,
shot.
beheaded,
Like, yeah, it was messed up. Like,
yeah, I've seen it. Don't you worry.
There is a music video that I could never find. I am still looking for it because nothing ever really leaves the internet. I'm
If it's
still
on
trying
there,
to find it.
it will be there.
Yeah. So it was a little known rap group. It was a little known horror rap group called Temple Rain. And they did a music video
my
called
fucking
Like
God.
Corpses in the Morgue. And it was a compilation of greatest hits of these like gore videos. And I can never find this video again. I have looked for I spend about a day once a year looking for this video and I can't find it.
Yeah, like, I know what you're even talking about, and that the fact that I know of it, it makes my stomach churn.
Yeah.
Like I'm sitting here just thinking about that video, and like the third minute, like less than 3 minutes into watching that, you're just going, "Why am I watching any of this?
Why am I here?
Like it's just bad."
I mean, it's like it's like it was the 80s. The brakes were off for all of that. You know, RoboCop shot someone in the dick, and then there were toys of it. You know, just
Yeah,
there
Oh,
was
it was the late 80s, early 90s when like the net was being made and people found out you can do some really messed up stuff. Oh god, I'm gonna show my age. There was a video that came out. Serpent, if you have seen it, please tell us, because I'm pretty sure the other two have seen this. 2 girls, 1 cup.
Yep, I got showed it while in class. It was a science class as well.
Like I know for a fact you two have seen it, and I didn't know Serpent seen it. I know for a fact the other two did.
I can even remember the person who showed it to me. It was my friend Lewis. He showed it to me because he got showed it by his brother.
Yeah, it was bad. It's just.
Does anyone remember One Guy, One Jar?
One guy, one Joe was actually proven to be fake.
Oh, was
2
it?
kids
I
in a
don't know.
Fuck you.
Wait, what? Hold up. What did you say?
2 kids in a sandbox. Ah.
I think there were 2 guys, 1 ice pick.
Yeah, dude, no, but the sandbox one is
2
worse.
kids in a sandbox pick something that's
The sandbox one. Oh fuck.
what I was saying is that 2 kids in a
Why'd
sandbox.
you have to remind us of it?
I know. I mean, and I'm going to finish my sentence. It depicts the act of sounding with a vibrator. If you don't know what that is, congratulations. Benny, I'm pretty sure, is smart.
I know what that is.
Yeah.
Yowza.
Why do you do
The sand, though. I don't know about the sand part.
There's
Yeah,
no
I
That part
sand.
that makes me nervous.
There's no sand.
Name
That's just the title of it's from an adult movie, but it depicts a man having sounding done with a vibrator that is about roughly the size of my two thumbs put together, and it's done very aggressively.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen docking, so
No, it's worse than that. It's worse than
yeah,
that.
it's worse than docking.
Dude,
Worse
okay.
than that.
Do you know what a silver stallion is?
Not offhand.
Okay. For those that don't know, and those that don't want to hear this, I would suggest you either mute or leave and come back in about 5 minutes. Because if you're a man, you're about to cross your goddamn legs. A silver stallion is used when you basically have what is known as a kidney stone a kidney stone blockage, which basically means the person is trying to get rid of a kidney stone but can't. So when they literally have pain in their abdominal after it was passed and they can't get rid of it, the doctor takes an ultrasound, looks for it, finds it, and if it is far enough in through your urethra, they take a metal rod about a 2-3 millimeters long or wide and about that fucking long, which is about a foot fucking long, and proceed to shove it where you're not supposed to and then rip it out.
You got to get in there.
Now that, but with what Chairman was saying, a vibrator that big.
No. How about no? How about no?
Isn't it bigger?
Huh?
No, the one because I recall it being bigger.
I remember it being the size of my pinky.
It's like more like 2 fingers
It's more.
in width.
I would say something about like that.
Yeah, around that size
So like
and long.
like an inch and like a half an inch or almost 3/4 of an inch in diameter.
That's like 1 3/4 and not just that. It's the length of the whole thing. It was about, I'd say, what? It's about 7-8 inches.
Yeah.
So when that dude pisses, does it like run out like in a circle? Is it like
It's like a fire.
running water over the rim of a glass and
Uh,
you need it like a fountain?
I don't know. I don't want to fucking know.
I don't
That's
wanna
as
know.
bad as fucking that's as bad as Silipumps. And I'm pretty
Cool.
sure none of you actually have heard of this. The only reason I know of it is because I've actually met somebody who does this shit when I was going
Please.
for a one night stand. Long story
on.
long story short, they take the silicone that you would put in breasts, right?
Uh-huh.
They put it into a syringe and then inject it into their member.
Oh, okay.
It actually
Yeah.
will make the member bigger and wider. However, you will never be able to, perform. Because
So what's the point?
to have the biggest one,
That's stupid.
I know. I know. It's,
Look, I'll be completely honest. If it wasn't for the fact of being able to be intimate with somebody, I wouldn't have this useless freaking thing. One, it is a huge weak point for the body.
and
2, as you get older, things start to sag.
Yep.
Creating even more problems. And 3, it's able to affect your willpower and the choices that you make. No, if I didn't need this thing, it would be off of my body like a wart.
yeah, no. Long story short, it's no. The worst part is, you know how 2 kids, 1 sandbox is.
Yeah.
If they inject it long enough, they lose all feeling besides, going to the bathroom. Some of them actually dock.
There you go. It all comes full circle.
With it. You know what I mean?
Literally.
Literally. Full circle. Like, oh.
I've seen internet. Honestly, most of the stuff is just, of course they do, or
Yeah.
it's just like, lovely.
Yeah, it's the internet, ladies and gentlemen. The internet is fucked up as is.
See, you have to remember, I firmly believe that on the whole, the human race has always been this fucking weird.
Oh God!
But we just see it now. We just get to see it now.
Oh God, yeah.
Like, if you leave enough humans around enough stuff, someone's putting something somewhere
Where they should.
Somewhere-
in a new way. There will be knowledge gained.
Does that
Inevitably.
knowledge need to be gained? I don't think so.
Oh yeah.
Well, some of it's fun. Trust me.
A mommy plague marine?
Don't question it. Don't
Okay,
question it.
Okay, now.
Oh, no.
Okay, now there's wrong, and then there's that.
Yeah.
That's a whole
Yeah.
third category.
That's just. Yeah, but we've been going at this for about 2 hours, so I'm thinking we're gonna cut the podcast right here. We're gonna still consider this conversation, but the podcast is gonna be ending here because I don't want to get banned. So, with that being said, guys, thank you guys for
How
watching.
have we arrived here?
Yeah, how have we arrived here? Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys later.